everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eniola Alufa, aka Black Girl No Melanin. If you are joining me for the first time, please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and please watch my previous videos and tell me what you think. Today I'm going to be doing my first ever movie review. So like you know, this channel is a talk channel where I talk about different issues ranging from lifestyle to albinism awareness and so many other things. So today I'm going to be talking about the trending Nollywood movie. As of today, it's trending on Netflix. People have talked about it on Twitter. In fact, in gatherings these days, you just hear people asking, who is at fault? Was it Sarah? Was it Arolake? I'm talking about the movie Aníkúlápó. Aníkúlápó in English can be translated as the one who holds death in his pouch. Aníkúlápó is a beautiful movie, and it starred Kunle Remi as Saro, it starred Bimbo Ademoye as Arolake, it starred Shola Sobowale as Awarun, Adebowale Adedayo, you all know him popularly as Mr. Macaroni, and then he also starred various Yoruba movie legends. Like, that was just awesome. One thing I love particularly about the movie is how it showcases the Yoruba tradition, the Yoruba heritage. I mean, I'm a proud Yoruba girl, you know. It was so beautifully done. I mean, the artworks, the village setting, costume, cinematography, everything was just awesome about that movie. So first off, I would like to ask you, who do you think was at fault? Who do you think started all the wahala? Who do you think started it? Was it Saru? Was it Arolake? Please leave a comment. Okay, I must say that if you haven't seen Aníkúlápó, please do well to see it, because this video is going to contain a lot of spoilers, so I wouldn't want to spoil such a beautiful movie for you. So please do well to check it on Netflix or go to the cinemas to watch it. The first thing we see is a man gasping for air. The man was awoken by a mystical bird. He comes alive and is gasping for breath, and the bird asks him in a mystical language, of course, what brought you here? How did you get here? And then we now see what causes the death of the man. So we see a sojourner, a hustler named Saro, which was played by Kunle Remi. Wow, Kunle Remi, by the way, he did an excellent job. Excellent. I mean, I've seen Kunle Remi in other movies. I always saw him as a regular actor, like, okay, yeah, he's good, he's just a normal actor. But in this movie, oh no, he was top notch. Like, from the facial expressions, the makeup, the costume, oh my god, he carried it well. I was digressing. So as I was saying, so here we see Saro the hustler. He found himself in the town of Oyo, and so he wants to make ends meet. Of course, he's met by Awarun, played by Shola Sobowale, another beautiful actress. I mean, in this movie, of course, she gave us Eniola Salami vibes for those that have seen King of Boys, but then she did an awesome job. So yeah, so we see Awarun talking to Saro, asking him, oh, who are you, where are you coming from, where are you going, and all of that. And she takes an interest in him. She invites him to her house, and from there we realize that she gave him sugar mommy vibes. And I'm going to say one thing. I do not think that Saro started out to be a bad person. I think that Saro was just somebody that wanted to be rich. He was somebody that wanted to make it, and so he did all he had to do. You could tell that Saro was just a hustler, because he told her, this is what I do and I'm good at this thing, I can do it well. But she told him, why don't you get a job in my company, as it were, and then save enough money, save up, and then go and start your business. He took the offer from her. She got him a house and she got him a job in her company, and everyone could see the preferential treatment that he was getting. And then Saro began to fall in love. That's for you to know that he did not have bad intentions at that time. He was even warned by Mr. Macaroni's character that this woman will just use you and dump you, but he did not listen. He still wanted to see what could come out of it, you know. And then he found out that she was also seeing other people alongside him, and he got upset. But I mean, what was he expecting? She told him, she'll tell him, hello, Oga, I cannot marry you. I want to help you, and then when it's time for you to marry, I will support you. You do your business, make your money, and be fine. And she gave him a contract. So everything was going fine until Saru got to the palace due to the contract that he was given, right? And Baba went to go and fall in love with somebody's wife, and not just anybody, the king's wife. Both of them became attracted to each other, but that was where it would have stopped if the queen had not made a move. In my opinion, I think that Saru would have just been fine if he had gone there, done his job, gotten the gotten the contract, and then moved on with his life. But then Arolake went after him, raped him in the bush, and then she started going to see him every day. Of course, there was the aspect of Arolake's life that was miserable. She had her issues, but then I think that she started it by going after him, because if she didn't go after him, he would probably just go there, get the contract, do the job, and even maybe marry the princess. Saru, of course, as a weak man that he was, he saw the opportunity and he took it. If you remember well, Awaru warned him, hey, what you are doing is dangerous, so you need to be careful. And at that point, Saru was ready to pull out of the entire thing. Saru was ready to end the affair. Arolake was like, oh, no, you should hear my story first. And then she started telling him, oh, this is what happened to me, this is how they treat me. He was like, oh wow, so you've been going through this? And then she was able to buy him over. When the queen now brought up the suggestion of them running away, and the hustler in him was like, run away, leave all my establishment, my business and everything. And she was like, don't worry, you'll be fine, I'll do this, I'll get this and that. At that point, it was too late. So that was how everything ended. And then we go back to the beginning scene. The question that the bird asked him, that was the answer. And from there, in my opinion, that is when the movie actually started. They were in the bush, in the forest, moving till they got to the new town. And then I would like to point out at this point that I think that Arolake was kind of a cunning person. She said it herself when Saru was asking her, how have you been going in and out and nobody found you? She said, oh, that she's like a snake, she just filters in and out of places. I think that she's also a vindictive person, because if you remember, when one of the queens offended her, she was able to use her cunning ways to get the king not to go to her own chambers that night. So you remember when she chased the bird away, stopped the bird from killing him again, she took the power of the bird and she hid it. The time when Saru was asking, I saw you hiding something, what were you hiding? And she said, nothing, don't worry. Why did she do that? I've been wondering anyway. So they got to the new village and she gave him the power. At that point, I like the fact that she did that, because some women could have said, oh, well, I'm the one that found the power now, I can use it and I can also be in charge. But yes, she honored him and said, okay, take this, my husband, take this. And they were all right, they were fine. But when the problem started for them, there was a scene that Arolake and Saru were talking. It was a kind of an intimate discussion between them, and Saru made a statement. He said, Kilotun Kubai, like, we have everything that we've been looking for. We have everything we want. What next? And Arolake was like, oh, well, it's for us to start chilling, start enjoying, living our best life. But obviously, Saru was bored. And at that point, that was when he started to misbehave. So the next thing to do is to start looking for what is not missing, right? Started seeing somebody bending. Saru started having wives, started having children with women, and they abandoned Arolake. That was his own doing. I mean, we all know this saying, hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Arolake was already not a normal woman. Like, she was a damaged woman. She was cunning and she was vindictive. So imagine such a person being treated shabbily. What do you think will come out of that? He should have known that this person he's with cannot be normal. Somebody that left the king to follow him. He thought she was a normal woman. No, nah, she no fit dey normal. You get? And she tried to even have a conversation with him, and he slapped her. Hey! And then the last straw was when she found out that he wanted to go and get another wife, a princess. I'm sure in Arolake's head she must have thought, oh, before there was a princess that wanted him in his former village, and she stepped in and did not allow him to have the princess. So now he wants to go and get that princess that he could not get that time. Abi, she just lost it, and she destroyed everything that they must have had. She knew that her destroying that god was going to destroy everything, but she still went ahead to do it. When he tried to wake the prince and the prince could not wake up. I think that was the most scary scene of that movie. I mean, I was almost cringing literally when I saw the first Beradide, the second, and then the third one. So yeah, from among the two of them, I think that Arolake started it anyway. Yes, Saru was stupid. He became proud at some point, but I would say that Saru did not go all out to be a bad person. She did all those things because she loved him, and then he now misbehaved, so she just lost it. Please let me know if you have a different opinion, but I think that Arolake started it by going after Saru when she was married to the king, an action which she regretted later. My favorite scene in the movie was the discussion they were having about the king that could not talk, the king of Ujumo. That conversation was simple, but it was intimate. To have a normal conversation in acting where it's a normal, like you're having a normal everyday conversation and you still manage to act that conversation. No, I think that was awesome. Kunle Remi and Bimbo Ademoye, they did a fantastic job. In fact, Bimbo Ademoye was so awesome that you could literally see all the emotions on her face. You could feel what she was feeling at every point in that movie. So yeah, they both did awesome jobs. They deserve awards, man. In fact, give them their flowers. And then there's something I always love about Kunle Afolanyon's movies. He always makes his special appearance a cameo. I don't know, but there's just something beautiful about it. I can't really explain, but I just love it. I think my own favorite character in that movie is Awaru. Awaru is my favorite character in that movie. She was motherly. Yes, she was a sugar mommy, but she was not the regular kind of sugar mommy. She was motherly. She was looking out for him. And even when he died, like when they killed him in Oyo, you could see her sorrowing. So I would totally recommend, and I'll give the movie 8 out of 10. And the reason is, I think that there were little lapses, like the language aspect, the traditional Yoruba. Then the parts where they were in the forest, their clothes shouldn't have still looked that good. Especially when they arrived at the village at Ujumo. They were not looking like people that just came from the forest. So yeah, I think that those are my points about Aníkúlápó. I think you should watch it. I think it's a fantastic movie, and I think it deserves all the hype. Like, it is worth the hype. So I hope you enjoyed my review. Please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, please leave a comment if you have a different opinion from me. If you agree with me, please just drop a comment. I look forward to seeing your comment. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying with me till now. I appreciate you. Bye.